Whether you're watching TV or walking down the street, it's tough to miss all the ads for skinny black pants. Sprint has joined the party with the skinny black phone. This is the m610 from Samsung. When the m610 is closed and the screen is off, it looks more like a monolith than a phone. It's kind of hard to tell what it does and how to get it open. On further inspection, you might notice the hinge, or the Sprint logo, giving you an idea of what's going on. The volume keys are well integrated into the form, so much so that you might not even notice them at first glance. Once you use them to pop on the OLED screen, then you can probably figure out what's going on. Samsung used an OLED screen both to save battery life — you can't fit a very large battery into such a small phone — as well as to make the screen easy to use indoors and out. Although you can't play cool video ringtones on it, which a few people have complained about. The m610 is the thinnest clamshell that you can buy in the US. It's even thinner than the Crazer by a couple of millimeters. However, they have to put that volume somewhere, and so it's a little bit wider, although not by much. Where that width comes in is supplying room for this beautiful QVGA display, which also bests the Crazer. One place where the m610 is not better is the keyboard. The keys are large, but as you can see, the keyboard is absolutely flat. Samsung put some texture on the keys and tried to make it smooth between, however it's impossible to feel any difference, which means that you're going to need to look at the keyboard every time you want to use it, even if you want to use the D-pad. We've heard some complaints that it's difficult to use right and left on the D-pad because the space there is thinner than it is for up and down. However, I gave this phone to some people with large fingers, and none of them actually had a problem with it. Like many recent phones from Sprint, the m610 supports downloadable themes, which allow you to customize the home screen and the main menu. However, we've noticed that these themes tend to be disappointing when compared to the themes provided by the manufacturer. However, it does provide access to some on-demand content, like weather. All of these downloadable themes provide access to some sort of online content, most of them a website on Sprint's deck. For those of you familiar with recent Sprint phones, the m610 holds no surprises. There are still two applications for just about anything you want to do. For instance, both on-demand and the web application get you information from the internet. The music store application plays music that you buy, while the media player application is where you go to play music that you load yourself on a storage card. This continues with pictures as well. For instance, pictures that you take are here, while pictures that you buy are in My Content. We've never been a fan of this system, but one of the nice things Sprint has finally done is that once you're inside the applications, you can actually scroll through the different ones without having to go back out to the main menu. Another thing that you'll notice is that this menu system is very snappy. We have no problems with it launching quickly. The web browser is pretty nice. It has EVDO, so it loads quickly. As you can see, pages load up fast, and you can browse off of Sprint onto sites like the BBC for news. The m610 gets about 2.5 days of battery life, and average to decent reception. We didn't have any problems. If you're thinking about a new Sprint phone, the m610 sure is a way to lose a lot of bulk without making many compromises.